Hey, CEOs and entrepreneurs, welcome to another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. It's your go-to income strategist and pricing expert, and you're in the right place if you want to grow your business beyond six figures, gain time freedom, and work with clients who are a good fit with your business and brand, okay? If you're new here, thank you for joining me. I have new episodes that drop every single week, so make sure that you hit that notification bell to never miss an episode. So today we're diving into a powerful pricing strategy that can significantly impact your business today. What am I talking about? Dynamic pricing strategy. Well, in today's video, we're going to explore what that is, right? How it can affect your bottom line, the pros and cons of implementing the dynamic pricing strategy, and most importantly, how you can implement in your service business to achieve high profitability in 2023, okay? So let's get started. What is dynamic pricing? Dynamic pricing is a flexible pricing strategy where the price of the product or service can change based on real-time market conditions, demand, competition, and other factors. It's a strategy that allows you to adjust your prices dynamically to maximize the revenue and stay competitive. Think of it as your pricing strategy that lets you ride the waves of the market in fluctuation, okay? Now you might be wondering, is dynamic pricing for you as a service-based business? So I'm gonna explore the impacts it can have, but before I do that, I wanna give you a quick example of what this looks like in real time. Let's say you're an accountant and you know every single year your accounting firm offers taxes, right? And we know that most entrepreneurs, CEOs wait to the last minute to find their, to get their documents in place at the right time. And they come to you about a week prior to the due date, right? We know that March 1st is usually around the time where you should be submitting your documentations, right? And then we have April 15th for those who are doing just personal taxes. But let's say they get to you about 5 days prior to the actual due date. This is where you would implement dynamic pricing strategy, right? And so what I do as a pricing specialist, I help my clients obviously go through their pricing, but we also implement their dynamic pricing strategy, right? And so they'll know those numbers off the back of their hand if someone's coming to them a week or even 14 days before the deadline, because you have all of the other clients that you're servicing. But now they're asking, you have a new client or you have an existing client that's like waiting to the last minute because of just a lack of time or a lack of just being intentional about getting their things together and done. So that's a way that you can implement a dynamic pricing strategy. But I'll give you another example. For those who know me, I've been a hairstylist for many, many years and a salon owner. And one of the things that I used to implement was dynamic pricing strategy. So anytime someone asks me to squeeze them in, if you're a barber, esthetician, or nail tech, that people always at the last minute call and they want to get an appointment, whether it's for their wedding or anything that they can make up, they want to get in, right? But squeezed in means that they're literally disrespecting your time, and it's sometimes not intentional. People are just busy and they wait to the last minute. This is where you can implement your dynamic pricing strategy, right? And so you have your service menu, but you also have your dynamic pricing strategy in place. All right, so I hope that helps you. Now, how does dynamic pricing how can it impact your business, right? By implementing dynamic pricing strategy, you can have a profound impact on your business, okay? So here are some key ways in how it can benefit you. So, number one, optimize revenue. Dynamic pricing helps you to capture and maximize revenue during a period of time, high demand, and adjust the price during slower times, right? Ensuring that you're always getting the most from each transaction. So based on my example, if you're an accountant firm, you know that during a certain period of time, people are going to be rushing in an influx to get their taxes done. This is where you can have your high profit margins really exceed. Now, here's the thing. I know clients are going to say, oh, why are you charging me way more? But we have secret sauce of how we articulate that so that clients are very, very aware. But this is where it can really be a game changer. You can see a dramatic jump in a short period of time in your profit margins, okay? competitive advantages, excuse me, y'all. By staying on top of it, adjusting your prices based on the market, you can, outmaneuver other competitors and attract more customers, even in a highly competitive market. It's one of the things that people swear by. If you think of, what's a company that does it all the time? It's Uber. Uber does it all the time. During certain times, you are paying a little bit of a premium price, okay? So improved customer satisfaction is another way that is a benefit. When your pricing aligns with the perceived value of the service, customers are more likely to feel that they're getting a fair deal, leading to higher satisfaction and customer loyalty. Believe it or not, this is one. If they know that you can get them in, and that you're not going to skimp, you're going to expedite it, but you're going to give them proficient work, then they understand what they're paying for, right? And that usually leads to a returning client. And that's what you want, right? Real-time insight. This is one that I tell people all the time. Dynamic pricing requires monitoring the market trends and customer behavior, providing you with valuable insight that can inform other aspects of your business strategy. So some businesses do not actually take the time to implement it because they feel like it's complicated. But I promise you, it's not complicated. If you have it in place and conduct it correctly, this is where you're going to get some good insight. You're going to get some new clients. You're going to understand what they need. Why are they waiting to the last minute? And then really put them on maybe a plan that works best for them. So it gets you a little bit of a deeper insight of what's going on in some of your potential clients' business, your ideal clients, right? And then also sending out a mass email that allows them to say, hey, dynamic pricing is going to be going in effective this date. Then you can actually get them in and really assess where their business are. So of course, to everything, there's always pros and cons. And with any strategy, dynamic pricing has its pros and cons. So I'm going to break them down for you so that you just have a clear understanding. Obviously, what you've heard me saying over and over and over in this video, revenue maximization, okay? You can increase your revenue by adjusting the prices based on the demand, ultimately leading to higher profitability. That's one of my favorite pros. Who doesn't like more money, okay, in their business, okay? Market responsiveness, okay? Dynamic pricing allows you to quickly respond to changes in the market, ensuring you're always staying above the competitors, right? Customization, tailoring prices specific to customer segments can attract a broader range of clients as well. So that's one of the many pros to it. Of course, now let's get into the cons because I got to tell you the full truth and nothing but the truth. Complexity. Implementing dynamic pricing strategy can be complex and requires carefully monitoring of market trends, right? So if you're using a software that doesn't allow you to change your pricing during a certain period of time, you have to manually do that. That can be complex, right? If you don't have a team where it's implemented at a certain time, then you're kind of limited, all right? So that can be complex. If it's not implemented correctly, perfect timing, articulation, it can get a little bit complicated. Customer backlash. So this is one that which scares people, but I don't work with people who are scared of a client combating them. I work with people who are action takers that are going to lead their clients to understand why this is one of the ways they run their business. It's a business boundary for me. So we respect our time, but there's times where clients life happens, but they still have to be implemented. So if this is not implemented carefully, thoughtfully, clients might feel like the pricing is inconsistent or unfair, leading them to dissatisfaction. So this has to be done with care. But I promise you, if it's done correctly, your profit margins will be saying yes, okay? Operational challenges. Like I said earlier, if you have frequent price changes and you can create optional challenges, okay? So communicating with clients, when you're going to be communicating. If you don't have a team, this can get a little tricky, but I have worked with one-on-one CEOs and we have been able to implement this with ease, okay? So I promise you, if you get the right help, it will definitely make a world of a difference. Let me know in the chat if you have thought about implementing it or you even have a system in place. I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Let me know if you have been implementing dynamic pricing strategies, but really haven't even knew that there was a name to it. So let me know in the chat. All right. The dangers of choosing the wrong pricing strategy. This is something that I see so many service providers or business owners, they just are copying from the next person or what's in the marketplace. All of those different things causes them to find themselves doing their business like everybody else. You want to set apart. So choosing the wrong pricing strategy for service-based businesses can be detrimental. It can lead you to leaving money on the table. And I have seen it time and time again, how many service providers are leaving money on the table. You can also be attracting the wrong clientele. I know from first experience, most people who are new in business, they think that if they charge minimum amounts, then they're going to gravitate a lot of people. I tell you this because I know for sure you are attracting the wrong type of clients. It can even be harmful for your brand's reputation. Even if you don't think you have a brand, you have a brand. If you are a name running a business, you can actually be creating a brand that says, hey, she's affordable. Hey, she's really cheap. You get more over there. If that's what you want, that's fine. But think about what people are saying when you're not in the room. It's critical to align your pricing strategy with your business goals and the target market. Critical. Businesses that use pricing dynamics isn't just like big businesses. I help small business owners every single day. It's not just for business corporations. There are many successful companies, including some unexpected ones, have embraced this pricing strategy. Companies in like travel industries have implemented, such as airlines, hotels. They have been using pricing, dynamic pricing for years. Airbnb does it all the time. Okay. So I help Airbnb owners as well to really figure out where their profit margins should really be. But did you know that e-commerce giants like Amazon uses this, Uber, as I mentioned, Lyft uses it. They all use dynamic pricing. And I get it. You're probably like, wait, I'm not like them. The goal is not to be like them. The goal is that you implement as a small business to really understand the value of implementing dynamic pricing and to maximize every opportunity of increasing your revenue goals. Here's the thing. When you're increasing your revenue goals, you get to hire more people, which means you're creating jobs, which means you're changing families. So don't think about your business as just making money. It's about the impact that you implementing the right pricing strategies and the doors that it can open. All right. So now we're going to get into how do you implement this, right? How does a service-based business implement dynamic pricing? So when I'm talking about this in 2023, I want to give you some actionable tips, right? First, I want you to analyze your market. When I say your market, think about the clients that you're already serving now and how many people are always coming to you at the last minute. Or are you on other platforms that allows people to find you? So I'm going to give that example again. An accountant, right? An accounting firm that has people finding them during the tax season, and it's like the 14 days before the taxes have to be handed in. Those softwares allow you to push people that are looking. So you're coming up in their database and they're kind of charging, they're looking for people. This is where you can implement dynamic pricing strategies, okay? So you want to understand the demands, the patterns of your competitors' pricing to identify opportunities for adjustment. So look around in the market. Is anybody doing that? This is something that I have taught other CEOs to put in their language in their business, giving them the opportunities to actually articulate, hey, we have where we do a 14-day, if you want to come in, get your taxes done or anything like that, we're going to give you 14 days, but you're going to pay a premium price, but you're going to get it done efficiently. This is something that can actually make you stand out in the marketplace. This is also another thing, leveraging technology, using pricing tools and softwares that can help you monitor and adjust the prices in real time. So the software that I use is DreamWorkflow. It's one that I actually help my clients implement, and we're able to adjust the prices in real time. So if someone comes between this time and that time, it can send them an invoice automatically, not thinking about it. And that's it, right? If they want to book an appointment, as soon as they book an appointment, they fill out the questionnaire, they pay the dynamic pricing. Simple and easy, okay? Then you can segment your segment your audience. Sorry about that. Tailoring your prices to different customer segments based on the willingness to pay and the value they perceive. So I hear this and people sometimes get confused about this, but there are a group of people that just always wait to the 11th hour to do everything. They don't have a problem paying premium. Or let's look at it a different way. There are clients that's like, I want to be in first. I don't want to wait online. It's more like I want exclusivity. So you open your books or anything like your services available to a segmented group to pay premium price to get it done efficiently and fast. That is also another way that you can be implementing dynamic pricing. So monitoring and adapting, right? Continuously monitor the results of your dynamic pricing strategy and be ready to adapt based on the customer's feedback and market changes. So when I say gather customer feedback, I'm not saying ask every single client, but I am a huge believer that your clients are also another lifeline in your business. And if they like getting in first, premium, getting on the books first, that is also a guarantee of understanding where your market is. And this might even change who you want to maybe service more often, okay? So I hope that today you got a clear understanding of what dynamic pricing is, how you can implement it, and if you're not implementing it, it might be time to make those changes. I hope that you've gained valuable insight on this powerful pricing strategy and gained some clarity around it, okay? Now is your turn. Let me know in the comments below. Have you considered pricing like this strategy, dynamic pricing for your service bases? If you have, what challenges or opportunities do you see, right? And as always, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow business owners or business besties, okay? Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. I hope today was insightful and help you understand dynamic pricing strategy. That's a wrap for another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. Thank you for joining me on this journey of growth, empowerment, and success. Remember, you have the potential to achieve great things, and I'm here to provide you with the strategies and the inspiration to help you make that a reality. All right? And before you go, make sure that you check out all the resources that are provided in the show notes or description. If you're watching us live on YouTube or you are listening to us on a podcast, definitely go check out those resources. And I hope that you found this show great. I will see you guys next time. Angelica signing off. Bye.